community spotlight shines on Amend Restart, and we are joined on the phone by Sheena. Sheena, tell us a little bit about Amend Restart.
Yes, hi. Well, we do a lot of things in the community in Chattanooga and even some of Georgia. We do things like feeding the community in need that are underserved. We do things like clothing people. Actually, we started out with the thought of only helping people who were incarcerated and their families, but we realized that there were people that were even in greater need that we didn't see, homeless people that weren't being reached, elderly people that weren't being reached, even children that needed to be reached. There were so many children that we found out that wanted to be part of sporting events and things like that they couldn't because their families just couldn't afford it. So we just realized that, there was a greater need than just people that were incarcerated and their families. So, we just stretched our resources and, that's pretty much some of what we do anyway. Of course we have a much greater vision for the future, but yeah, that's pretty much what we do right now.
No, that's a wonderful place to start. I love it. Talk about a great organization. Well, I also understand that every organization has their goals. And what would you say yours are for this year?
For this year, I would say our goal is to bring more awareness. Number one, I said a little bit about the children. I noticed that we have an issue with a lot of the children staying out late after hours in Chattanooga. And a lot of people have been chattering about what the kids can be doing after hours, in their time so that they won't be doing, things in the streets of Chattanooga that they shouldn't be doing. Mm-hmm. So my husband and I have figured out that a lot of these kids just don't want to be involved with going to community centers and things like that, because a lot of them view these community centers as daycare centers. And we know this because, we're in the community, hands and feet on the ground, and a lot of these kids share this information with us. A lot of these kids just want to be a part of football. A lot of these kids want to be active with after-school activities like just teams, whether it's cheerleading, whether it's band. There's a lot of kids that want to be part of ballet, different things like that their families just cannot afford. So ultimately, one of our huge goals is to raise enough money to be able to set these kids up for success for these activities that are part of their schools so that they can afford these things when their families can't.
I love that. There are so many extracurricular activities that kids want to be a part of, but they don't think about that price dollar on that. So that's absolutely great.
Right.
Well, I have a quick question for you. Can you tell me a little bit about Gyras Closet?
Yeah, so Gyras Closet, we had our grand opening actually at my home church over in Eastlake at Faith Family Chattanooga Church. It's off 43rd Street. It's right literally on the line of the Rossville, Georgia line in Chattanooga. It is a free closet. And Gyras Closet is everything from free clothing, free shoes of all ages, babies all the way to men's size, underclothes. We're bringing in furniture. We're getting toys in. And we just found that this is something that was a great need for the community. People are coming in and are able to shop for bags and bags of new and gently used clothing for absolutely free. No, they do not have to be members of the church. They just have to be a need. They have to be a need, and I feel like there's so many times that people are in need for these resources, but they just don't know where to turn to. And we've come in a time that it's just time for the community to come together. So we just figured that Gyras Closet was a perfect thing to have especially in the East Lake area, because it's rated as a high poverty area for people who were in need of that kind of resource in particular.
I love it. It's very special for a community to help its fellow community. That's great.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about Feed Thy Neighbor?
Yeah, so Feed Thy Neighbor is actually located over in the Avondale community. Feed Thy Neighbor, we do between 1 and 2 times a month. It's a huge feeding event that we do that is also free. Um, our organization purchases about anywhere between 1,500 and 3,000 pounds of free groceries for the community. We get this either from a combination of places from the food bank, Sam's Club, Walmart, Food City, you name it. We go around to these places. Costco's has even donated to us before. And it's just a beautiful thing for people to be able to come and shop for things they want and need, because sometimes we've gone to food banks before and of course it's great to get things that you need, but to shop for things that you want sometimes is just, it's a delicacy. So sometimes, they get to shop for fish and they don't just get chicken, they get a plethora of amazing foods. Sometimes we have baby food and baby milk that come in, and that's a scarce item at times in the groceries, especially now with the prices and things like that. So so Feed Thy Neighbor is over in the Avondale community. We do this on a monthly basis, 1 to 2 times a month. And it's absolutely free. There are no qualifications as long as the community shows up. All they have to do is tell us their family size, and we supply them up to 1 to 2 weeks of free groceries.
That is beautiful. It's wonderful to get things that you not only, want or not only need, but things that you actually want as well. Well, I'm dying to ask, how can people support the Admin Restart?
Well, they can support us by going to donate is the main thing through our website at www.amend, AMENDRESTART. So that's amendrestart.com. And also by purchasing books by myself, because I am also a published author that is found through the website, especially our Christian children's book that I newly wrote. And you can find that at www.lulu.com/spotlight/Sheena V. Parson. And 100% of all those proceeds go right back into the community where we all live in.
That is wonderful. Well, the last question I have for you is, how can people get in touch with Admin Restart?
One of the main ways that people love to get in contact with me, and I always keep my phone on 24/7 because I'm also a mental health coach, is calling me or texting me on my phone, and that number is 423-413-0615. Again, that number is 423-413-0615. But you can also, again, send me an email at amend4you, amend the number 4, YOU @gmail.com.